But without the Christian church, I'm just wondering if we're going to have a little look in the future for a second. Do you suspect that the West will eventually adopt a traditional religion like Islam to replace Christianity? Or will it give into a political ideology like communism? Or is this the new dawn of a sort of paganism via the climate change cult and others? Which way do you think the West would fall without Christianity?
That's very good, because it does answer your previous question in does a nation need a faith? And yes, absolutely. Nature abhors a vacuum. I think it's impossible to be a secular society, right? Which means that if the West is no longer a Christian society, that void will have to be filled naturally by something else. And this is why we're lost and struggling as a people at the moment, because we're latching onto multiple different things. Now, many people, the liberal progressives, are latching onto the religion that is wokeness. That it does come with its own rituals, its own sacrifices, its own moral codes. It is a religion. It's own orthodoxy and its own heresies. And, this is why the woke people cancel people who disagree with them, because they see them as heretics. And if they could, they probably would burn us at the stake, right? They're witch hunters, the woke lot. And so the woke people have their religion, but it's not a successful religion because it's not rooted in any kind of truth. It's very subjective. It's quite hostile to other human beings. Whereas, on the other hand, so this is a pincer movement here. So the West is being gripped partly by wokeness, but also partly by Islam. And this is for many obvious reasons, but mass immigration from Islamic countries, birth rates, for example, in the UK, the majority of British nationals aren't reproducing at a rate to replace themselves. And, fertility rates are massively decreasing. At the same time, the Islamic population, the Islamic demographic in this country is massively increasing in fertility rates. So there's a natural overtaking there. And the answer for me is Christianity, because Christianity is the only faith of the three that we just discussed that is actually truly tolerant of people of different faiths and none. It's the only faith that supports diversity. Look at any Christian country around the world. You can be any religion you like. This is the whole purpose that America was set up as Christian states, right? So that you can be a Christian or not. And this is a separation of church and state, in that it's a Christian state. However, the state itself isn't Christian, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. And you're very kindly tolerating me as well. So this is good, perfect evidence of the Christian faith being tolerant.
Right. But look at Islamic countries around the world, and they are intolerant. And you cannot be of any other faith in an Islamic country. You will be persecuted, if not killed.